Do you need a bigger closet or do you need a better plan? Stay tuned. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I'm Liz Kleba from Closet by Image. I'm a image wardrobe and color consultant, and really what my jam is wardrobe planning. So let's talk about that. I was actually talking to a realtor one day, and she had a client who was looking for a larger house because she needed more closet space. And I looked at my friend and I said, she needs more closet space? And she said, yes. And I said, I think she just needs less clothes. Now, hold up, take a big deep breath. I'm not telling you need to minimize your wardrobe. But when we plan a wardrobe, like when we plan a trip, and I talked about, no, I think it'll be over there. I never remember which side it's on. Anyway, I will link I talked recently about wardrobe planning is really basically thinking about your wardrobe as packing for your life. So I will link that. But what we often do when we pack a suitcase is we think about how much room do we have, right? How much space do we have? Like, what can I only take 72 pounds? Do I have to travel carry-on? Do I get to take 2 packed bags? How does this working? Do I get to check 2 bags? Like, how does it work? What does the airline limit me to, right? We often think of limits as imposed by someone else. Well, yes, in that case, those limits are, but at the same time, we have limits that are imposed on us by the life we lead and the home we're living in. I love Dana K. White. If you're not familiar with her, she has a website, books, YouTube channel called A Slob Comes Clean, and I will actually post down here because what she calls it the container concept. I'm sure people call it lots of other things, but really it's about living in the space you have. So what space do you have? I've also talked, I think, about closet real estate before, and if I have, I will link that as well. But we think about the size of our home and we think about our square footage, but what we don't often remember is that our closets are included in our square footage. We're paying for those. So what we buy needs to earn its keep in our space. But more importantly, our wardrobe needs to fit in our closet. If our wardrobe doesn't fit, it's not that the closet is too small. It may need to be better organized. You may need to take some stuff out that's from the wrong season, but we can live in the space we have. Scary thought, I know, but we have to live within our financial budget, right? If we don't live within our budget, our financial budget, we end up in the red. If we don't live within the space we have, we end up with chaos and clutter. So let's talk about living in that closet space that you have. How much do you have? Do you even know? So when I am working on a wardrobe plan with a client or when I'm thinking about it, one of the first things we do is we measure the closet. How much closet space do you have? How many linear space of, how big is the square footage and how many linear space of rod space do you have? My closet is 5 feet long by 2.5 feet deep. I have 1 hanging rod and 1 shelf above that's too high for practicality, so it's where my bags that I'm not carrying go. So what is your space? Start with the reality of your space. It's just a thought. I know it might be a scary thought, it might be a foreign thought, but start with the reality of your space. How much space do you have? And rather than trying to cram everything in it, as you can see back here, there's space between my hangers. Because when you're hanging clothes in your closet, there should be about 1 inch of space between each hanger. Your clothes need to breathe. They need that opportunity for air to flow around and through them. When we cram everything in there, we shorten the lifespan of our clothes. We're not taking care of them very well. So is there space between the clothing hanging in your closet right now? Just go walk over there and pause this, go walk over there, check it out, and come back and tell me in the comments below, is there space? Do you know how much space you have? So it's just a thought. There are ways to create more space, but there's ways to use your space more effectively and productively. So we'll chat a little bit about that in future videos, but really, basically the container concept. How big is your container? And are you living comfortably within it? So it's just some food for thought. Hope this helps. This is YouTube, you know how it works. Please, if this has piqued your interest at all, you want to learn more about wardrobe planning, please make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified. I try and put out a new video every Tuesday for you, but sometimes life and technology thwart all of my best efforts. So, yep, I am Liz Kleba from closetplay.biz. You can find out there's so much more information about wardrobing, wardrobe planning, capsules, seasonal wardrobes, etc. on my website. That's closetplay.biz, closetplay.biz. Biz rhymes with Liz. I'm Liz Kleba, an internationally certified image, wardrobe, and color consultant. We are full of bright ideas for your style and your wardrobe over there on the blog. So go on and visit me over there. Subscribe to the newsletter. Do all that goodness. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, because your time is precious. Any of it you spend with me is a gift. Stay safe and sound, sane and stylish.